Give me some of the standouts for you here from Goldman Sachs.
So the number one number we're looking at Goldman Sachs was their trading figures, and then also their investing and lending figures. And on the trading side, the fixed income trading revenue was up 33% to about $2.9 billion. Why is that a good thing? Because over at JP Morgan, we saw about a 34% gain. So we're seeing the relative jump about in line, meaning they're all able to hold some share in a tough market. And that's the big question, given that trading is still such a big proportion of Goldman's book. We did see investment banking, financial advisory down, as you would expect, but a jump still in equity underwriting and debt underwriting. We are going to see some questions on the call about debt underwriting. There was a massive issuance, but we want to see where share gains are made and lost in that business as well.
To focus on that for just a second, the overall allowance for credit losses, you were bringing that up at $3.2 billion. Can you compare and contrast that with Bank of America and JP Morgan from what we've seen? Is it apples to apples? Can you help me understand it?
Sure. Listen, at Goldman Sachs, this consumer business is still a very small percentage of their overall revenue. At Bank of America, it's the main show. And so at Bank of America and JP Morgan, we know right now for JP Morgan that the estimates were based on about a 10% unemployment scenario upcoming, but they've revised those forecasts down to 20%, so they could be meaningfully higher. Again, it's a much bigger percentage of their revenue. For Goldman Sachs, since they are still so heavily tied to markets, the question here is, are their large corporate clients, how are they behaving in the face of uncertainty? We do see Goldman taking a lot of efforts here to still make moves among small businesses and play their part when it comes to the lending programs and the efforts being made in the light of the COVID crisis.